An introduction to coaching. So understand your vision and unlock your future potential. And to do that, we first need to begin by clearing our mental clutter, breaking through our limiting beliefs and releasing the sabotaging behavior. We've all felt out of alignment when we're not being true to ourselves. Maybe it was a relationship or a job or the way we're acting or being in the world that knocked us out of kilter and off course from being our true, authentic, spiritual self. This is what often clients will present with. They've lost their way, they're in a state of confusion, and really what it comes down to is they're out of alignment with their true self. So how will you help unlock the future potential of your clients? The work we do with the client is to enhance their personal development rather than play the role of psychotherapist or doctor by diagnosing them. When we work with clients, we must ensure all medical checks are in place, and if necessary, consent by a doctor or psychotherapist is to be given if the client wants to undertake coaching with you and is under the care of a mental health team. We're starting off with a state of being that is most of the time reasonably happy and stable in your client. They're looking to enhance their life by understanding themselves better and managing their thoughts and emotions so they're more conducive with their goals and life plan. We need to understand and let go of conditioning and help them break free of the limiting fixed ideas they've created for themselves, including the unconscious ones. We will go on to the spiritual issues and understanding of how we envisage and create our life experience through uncovering the conditioning that was placed upon them through their chakra or spiritual development. These experiences can help us return to our full spiritual awareness through learning the lessons that our everyday life provides. There may be experiences or issues in our life that we can't think about without tears or anger, hard to face issues that severely interrupt what we want to do in life. What can we do to get ourselves together, to learn from these experiences and begin again to work more effectively towards our goals? So let's have a look at how life coaching started. It's a snapshot into its history. Life coaching has developed greatly thanks to many industry professionals, but two that stand out over the years as industry leaders due to their incredible commitment to making life coaching so accessible is Sir John Whitmore, 1937 to 2017. He was rated as the #1 business coach by the Independent newspaper and as having had the most impact on the coaching profession by the UK Association of Coaching. He was chairman of Performance Consultants and a preeminent thinker in leadership and organisational change. Having worked globally with leading multinational corporations to establish coaching management cultures and leadership programs, he wrote books on leadership, coaching and sports, of which Coaching for Performance is the best known, having sold over 800,000 copies in 23 countries. And the forerunner of NLP, Master Richard Bandler, he's the co-creator of the incredible neuro-linguistic programming, otherwise known as NLP. He is also a lifestyle specialist, a best-selling author, and is recognized in the industry as being one of the most highly regarded teachers. He has an in-depth knowledge of the human mind. He has mentored some of the world's most successful leaders and teachers and is responsible for inspiring millions of people through his work. So an introduction to being a life coach. Well, what is life coaching? Coaching is a solution-focused and goal-orientated conversation which takes place over an agreed period with the aim of moving someone from where they are now to where they want to be. As a coach, your role is to ask powerful questions, be present, listen, reflect, feedback, and clarify. Your role is not to tell or advise, but to encourage a client to see their options, overcome limiting beliefs, challenge any negative self-talk, and find solutions to difficult situations. Coaching is a journey of discovery and self-awareness coupled with action, desire, and motivation towards a specific goal. So let's explore the life coaching process a little more. There can be some confusion around the differences between life coaching, counselling, and mentoring. So let's take a look at some descriptions. So life coaching versus counselling. Well, life coaching is future focused and goal orientated. It discusses the past for learning and awareness with a future focus. It focuses on strengths and what's already working. It's about moving your client from living in a state of desperation to that of inspiration and motivation. So counselling explores and understands the client's difficulties, stresses, and concerns, focuses on the past. The client usually presents an emotional issue such as trauma, abuse, bereavement, depression, etc. And counselling supports the client in finding coping strategies and overcoming barriers, anxieties, and mental barriers. So let's look at life coaching versus mentoring. Life coaching is about unlocking a client's full potential, breaking down their mental barriers, and overcoming limiting beliefs. It helps the client learn, grow, accomplish, and achieve. It doesn't require specific on-the-job related skills from the life coach regarding the client's current career, and a life coach doesn't advise unless deemed appropriate, whereby a mentor often passes on advice, usually related to a profession whereby the mentor has experience and knowledge, usually but not always employed by the same company, and the mentor passes on knowledge, skills, wisdom, and experience they've gained through broad life experience and specific expertise. So why is coaching so effective? Now you understand the difference between coaching, counselling, and mentoring. The next step is to know when, why, and where you would use coaching. In short, coaching helps release somebody's true potential by guiding them into taking appropriate action to make the changes they want to see happen in their life. The transformation starts within the client, and only they can make things happen with motivation and will. If nothing changes within the client, then the coaching has not been effective. Therefore, it is imperative you make sure you coach your clients who have a real desire for change and believe that it's possible. Of course, change is subjective to each and every person, and it's not always tangible or measurable. Instead, it could be an internal change, a shift in mindset that helps the client live their best life. So what coaching achieves? Sometimes life just takes its course and we feel as though we're passengers rather than being in control of the vehicle. Perhaps it's akin to a runaway train. Life is never smooth or easy. Each and every one of us has experienced setbacks, fears, problems, crises, emergencies, and periods of great stress and anxiety. It's all too easy for these events to take charge and overtake your life. Life coaching is a self-development journey designed to help you get out of a state of confusion by putting you into a state of inspiration. For instance, it can help you develop the confidence and mindset required to learn new skills, gain purpose, passion, and meaning in your life, find clarity on an issue, help you become more self-aware, change negative thinking patterns, take specific targeted action, help you to learn from failure as well as success, become more resilient, become less emotionally reactive, cultivate positive emotions to help overcome challenges, explore options to find a solution, develop empowering habits, improve your thinking patterns, and help you step out of your comfort zone. Done right, life coaching will help provide your clients with the support and guidance they need to excel in any area of their life. So why is coaching the fastest growing industry? We live in a time of huge demands, both economically and financially, meaning the pressures on today's society is huge. As people try to navigate their way in the world, we are continuously bombarded with so much choice and variety in the form of technology, games, TV, advertising, food, alcohol, fitness, gadgets, celebrities, fashion, etc., all designed to help us numb our stressful lives. We become disconnected from who we really are and what our core values are. As people try to find stability in an increasingly demanding life, coaching offers a valuable service by supporting others to reconnect with themselves so they can discover what it is that really makes them happy. It's about bringing a client back to a place of clarity and certainty about their future, putting them in control of their happiness and ultimately their destiny. Since coaching can help people in most areas of their life, there is almost a limitless, ever-increasing market for coaching. Anyone can benefit from coaching if they're willing and ready to change. You may want to think about any niche areas you might like to specialize in, such as stress management, relationships, confidence, body image, lifestyle coaching, weight loss, business coaching, divorce coaching even. The list is endless. So think about your own personal issues and challenges that you've managed to overcome. Maybe this is where your unique gift to the world lies. So the role of a life coach. To establish a professional coaching relationship with your client, it's crucial that you understand there are a few roles that you have to fulfill. You're not only there as a coach, but you need to be able to offer the essential support and feedback your client needs to progress through the coaching process successfully. As a life coach, you're responsible for fulfilling the following roles. Coach and direct your client by asking both open and closed questions to ascertain what your client needs and wants. Actively listen to what your client is saying, whilst also observing subtle nuances in their body language. Empower your client by providing the knowledge, techniques, tools, and coping strategies to make tough decisions, to become more resourceful when dealing with difficulties, and to take positive action in the future. Work to help build your client's confidence and self-belief and help to improve how they view their situation and circumstances. Provide your client with honest and pertinent feedback so they're better equipped to form decisions about their life, career, and relationships. Offer the emotional support and reassurance when your client is struggling to overcome certain life challenges. Help your client to view their life and the world around them from a different perspective and offer insights which introduce them to new possibilities and opportunities. Support your client in setting goals and overcoming limiting beliefs which might be holding them back from achieving the success and life they desire. Challenge your client to work through limiting beliefs, unhelpful thoughts, and negative attitudes. And empower your client with the positive mental attitude and mindset to make balanced, well-considered, and confident decisions. Encourage your client to learn new life skills, develop their existing strengths, and approach life with a renewed optimism, strength, and confidence. Help your client to better manage their life and circumstances through new ways of thinking so that they're stronger in times of difficulty. It's important that you encourage your client to talk openly and honestly about their life, as well as their feelings, thoughts, and current circumstances. You need to establish an open and honest client-coach relationship so that you can both maximize the effectiveness of each session. You must be proactive and interested throughout the coaching session and encourage your client to be interested and proactive throughout the session too. If you feel there is something your client has either misunderstood or not grasped in its entirety, then revisit and perhaps rephrase until they understand clearly. As with all forms of teaching, repetition and asking your client to reiterate what you've discussed is key to learning, growing, and changing effectively. You're expected to explore different solutions and possible outcomes until you find the right route for your client. Be realistic yet optimistic about what your client can achieve. Manage your client's expectations while working with them to ensure they have the self-confidence and belief to be able to achieve what it is they desire the most. Understand that different routes and different options suit different people, and work with them to develop a concrete plan and set of goals. So the coaching process. Establishing yourself as a successful life coach and understanding the level of detail and work required to achieve great results for your clients involves a lot of hard work and perseverance on your behalf. However, the process from start to finish is often the same. While this is not a blueprint, it does provide a very good formula from which you can adapt and work to suit your own preferences. Start by establishing your client's goals through general coaching and an initial consultation. Establish where they are right now in their life, and establish what exactly is preventing them from achieving their goals and dreams. What have they already done towards working towards achieving their goal, and what has worked and what hasn't worked for them. Explore limiting beliefs, self-confidence issues, anxieties, depression, and other barriers. Look for scripts and patterns of behavior, for example, blame, anger, insecurity, and resentment. Explore limiting beliefs, scripts, fears, the inner critic, or maybe past issues. Look for beliefs, social conditioning and programming, significant events, trauma, or painful events from the past. Always work with your client to search for an achievable and definite goal outcome. It's worth noting that being happy or being healthy are not achievable and definite goal outcomes. If your client's goal is something specific, such as the job, promotion, moving to a new house, a new car, then you can apply a timescale to achieving it. However, if it's something less tangible, such as finding a life partner, having a baby, healing either physically or emotionally, then a timescale is not suitable. In this instance, the accomplishment should be left fluid, open, and flexible. How will your client recognize when they've achieved their goal? How will they know they've made the changes? Will it be a feeling, an emotion, or a change in behavior? Perhaps it will be a sense of inner calm and peace. What will change in their environment? How exactly will they know when they've reached their goal? So why have an initial consultation with your client? Well, it's a little like taking a project brief from your client. You can both now work together in harmony, and you understand the desired outcome required by your client. Expectations on both sides are now set and can be managed effectively. The coaching model you choose is entirely at your own discretion, as you are in the situation with your client and you understand their needs now. So going forward, well, during this course, we will cover an array of topics. You will be introduced to the power of the chakras and understanding your own chakra story. And the reason for this is because that every client comes with a story they've created around their current situation. And your job as a coach to help them see this maybe negative story playing out, help them see it from a different perspective. Quite often when we're stuck and trapped in a story because of a conflict we have or a problem we have, just something we can't get over in our lives, we feel stuck, maybe powerless. If you can help them see that they're attached to a story and their archetype and what that does to them on their 4 levels of well-being, what does it do to their physical health? What does it do to their emotional well-being, their mental well-being, and their spiritual well-being? And then get them to really, really look at what it is they actually want as a solution. If everything worked out perfectly for them, how would things be different? Get them to tap into that new story. Once they have the visual in their mind of how life or them they will look, once they have this solution to their problem, their ideal life goal, then they can start to cultivate what they need to do to get there. That if you ask them to look at the 4 pillars of well-being when they're in this higher archetypal state or this higher self state, they will tell you an empowering story around this. And this is the state that you want to help your client cultivate, so they're more empowered and in alignment with that higher ideal life goal. They will naturally start to find their own solutions to their current problem.